Hey, welcome back. This is Rick Garza with the character and the habits and the life of a professional sales athlete. Today on episode 61, it's the beginning of another exciting series of discussions. And these next few days are going to be pretty significant and special because they were inspired by a moment that I had on my trip back to see my mom and dad. Had my family with me, my wife, and I had one of my sons and his daughter-in-law and my grandson. And there was a moment where my son and I and grandson were walking through the Veterans War Memorial, and we were walking on hallowed ground as we read and saw the image of those men and women who gave their lives to give us liberty. And I saw the Declaration of Independence that had been inscribed on one of the memorials. And it caused me to ask the question, what declarations do we as professional sales athletes need to make or need to be aware of and understand what drives us? And in doing so, I gave it a lot of thought and a lot of pondering, and I've created a declaration of the professional sales athlete. And I'm going to be sharing it with you over these next few days. But if you think about it, the word declaration means you make a statement, you make a declaration, you draw a line that says, this is who I am. When the United States and the fledgling 13 colonies decided to draw a line, they had to put something, they had to document it, they had to put words, it had to be inspiring, and it had to be inspired by something bigger than themselves. And they created the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, and they chose to fight the good fight. They chose to take on a battle because of what good it represented for them and their families. As professional sales athletes, we are in this arena of sales. It's a battlefield. It's a war, and sales is a contact sport. And so because of it, we need to make declarations that challenge us to be better than we are today, declarations that require us to look at others and see how valuable and important they are. And they're not just pieces that allow us to get to where we want to go, but they're human beings, they're people, they're God-given, designed people who we have an opportunity to serve, and we have an opportunity to work with to have them help us as we achieve our goals and we help them. A declaration of a professional sales athlete also means we have to look at our character. What character traits are going to get us to where we need to be? What are those things we need to develop inside us so that no matter what situation we face, we can look at it from a completely different perspective. And because of it, we do the things that it takes to achieve those results. But those things are based on character. And again, character is who we are when we think no one is watching. It drives our actions, our motives, our attitudes, our efforts, our intentions. And a declaration of a professional sales athlete also says, well, I need to have the right habits. Habits of slavery, that means that I am not a habit of or a slave to bad habits, but I'm a slave to those good habits. A slave to those good habits which will allow me to achieve those greater goods that I'm going after. And you see, those habits are the habits of success that others have chosen not to go after. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as this goes on. And then lastly, this declaration of life. You see, yes, we have a quota. Yes, we have responsibilities at work, but we need to balance that with our families, our health, our community, and all of those people around us and those things that are important to us that we need to balance as we pursue our goals in this world of a professional sales athlete. But ultimately, it's a battle. Someone wins, someone loses, but if we play it right, we all win as we move forward because we all learn. You can learn when you win, but you learn a whole lot more many times when you lose. So I pray that today that we choose to be a professional sales athlete. we take these declarations, which I will be covering over these next few days, and learn how to apply them into our lives. But for today, today is the first day of the rest of our lives, and we declare that we will be our best professional sales athlete that we can be. Have a great day. Bye-bye.